everyone, welcome. My name is Tracy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Central Victoria, Australia. I'm so glad that you're here today. Today is a case card that we are doing from the Holiday Catalogue. It is from one of those stamp sets that's in the catalogue that is so great. It can be used for so many different occasions, and I'm really excited because when I saw it, I knew I had to have it, and I'm so excited to be bringing you another card from using this set. So let's bring the page up. The stamp set's on page 58. It's this one here, Sip Sip Hooray. The card that we are creating is on the next page, and it's this one here in the Pretty Peacock. Now this is another small card that's in the catalogue that we're casing. I'm making it into a full size card. I love doing this because I don't use my smaller cards like 3x3, 4x4 very often. So here we are, and I've also changed it around a bit, as you can probably tell. Now everything is the same except for this masked background, which I've just used a different stencil for that. So this is the card we're making. I'm so excited to show you. Let's get over to the craft table and we'll get started. So the main difference that this card is to the one in the catalogue, the one in the catalogue is using the basic pattern decorative masks, using this little polka dot one here. I don't actually have that set, but I do have one from the annual catalogue called Party Pattern or Pattern Party Decorative Masks, and I've used the little diamonds one here. I think they both look sweet, and I really am happy with how this one turned out. So the other supplies I've used for this card are the Sip Sip Hooray bundle. Highly recommend this set. It's so great. You'll use it for 18ths, for 21st, for birthdays, for engagements, for hens parties, for congratulations, for it is so limitless what this stamp set could be used for. So I hope that you will purchase this one and give it a go because it's wonderful. I've also used, like I said before, the mask here. It's a diamond shaped one. There is the glittered organdy ribbon in the black. Absolutely love this ribbon. Inks for today are Pretty Peacock and Memento Tuxedo Black. We have some of the woven thread sequins assortment. I'm just using a little blade, a craft blade, to create that background there as well. The Stampin' Blends, I have Pretty Peacock in light and dark, fine tip glue, and I also have the Timeless Label Punch, so this one here. Let's bring the kit in. There's not a real lot to the kit. It is a Pretty Peacock card base, half A4, cut in half, scored in half, and then I'm just going to burnish. We have a piece of Whisper White for our glass and our olives, and I have a piece of crumb cake for our sentiment. So let's get moving. I'm going to stamp on the Whisper White the martini glass and the olives. So I have those two stamps here, and we're stamping that in Memento Tuxedo Black ink. So let's start off with the martini glass. I'm going to bring that olive in as well, and we're going to use the blends to colour those olives in. I'm going to move that to the side. I'm going to bring in the Pretty Peacock ink, and we're going to stamp that sentiment onto the crumb cake. So the sentiment says, "I'll drink to that." Just going to stamp that in the middle there. And while I've got this one here, let's punch that out with the Timeless Label Punch. Going to bring the Whisper White piece in, and let's just colour in those olives. So I have my light that I'm going to colour in the whole olive. and the dark one we're just going to go on the ends to create a little bit of extra colour. There we go. I'm going to bring the big shot in so we can die cut these pieces here. So let's work on our background here. This is a masking effect. I have my washi tape already on it. So I'm just going to line it up, placing it down. Just making sure that it's centered down well. It's not going to move. I'm also using just a blending tool. Now you can use either a sponge or a sponge dauber. That would work as well. So we have the Pretty Peacock ink in as well. Just going to pick up a bit of that ink, and then we're just going to run along the card and creating that mask effect there. And you want to make sure that your card's not going to move underneath, which is why the washi tape works really, really well. Hopefully I haven't missed any of those little diamonds. I've got them all. Let's see. Can be a little messy on your fingers. That looks really good. Now I didn't say the silver metallic thread before, but we are going to pop a little bit of that on the bottom of that glass. So I'm going to create a bit of a length. I want to double that over, maybe even triple, quad it over. A bit of a length that's doubled over. I'm going to fold it over again. So I have that length. Let's tie a bow on the bottom of the glass. This looks really pretty. I'm just going to do a little bow. Okay, now we're going to bring that craft knife in, and I just wanted to make a slit, the top here, just along here, so we can pop the olive in behind. So I'm going to do that on my craft mat. Make that slit. I'm going to pop the olive in through the slit, just like that. Now to pop that down, I'm going to pop in just a little glue dot behind there to keep it sticking down. I'm just going to pop that behind that bottom olive. There we are. Now behind our sentiment, we're going to pop some of that glittered organdy ribbon. So I'm just going to place a little bit of tear and tape along middle side of that label punch. That way I can put a length of that glittered ribbon down. This is actually just a leftover piece of something else, so that's worked out really well. Take this edge off. There we are. And I'm just going to stick this one down with the tear and tape as well. So it's just getting popped straight down. Let's stick some dimensionals on the back of the martini glass, and I'm going to use mini dimensionals. And because that didn't cut out the way I liked, that's how it cut out, I just turned it over and stamped on the back end of the die cut. So this was my first stamped image. You can always fix a mistake. And I'm just going to use an edge of my dimensionals for the stem of the wine glass. And we have I'm just going to stick that down. So this bow is a lot bigger than my other card, but that's okay. So let's bring the fine tip glue pen in, and we're just going to place some little dots. And I also need to just grab a few of the woven thread sequins out. So there is pretty peacock ones in here, and I've also used the opaque coloured ones as well. Okay, I think I have enough there. Let's pop some of that fine tip glue down. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed today's card and the few changes that I've made. If you have, please give me a thumbs up, and I'd love it if you left me a comment. All the measurements and supplies can be found over my blog, so go check that out. If you're needing to place an order, you can do so in my online store. Pop in the hostess code. As I've said before, plenty of bargains and great deals just by shopping through my online store. And I hope to see you back here very soon. If you haven't hit subscribe, please do. You don't want to miss my next video. Until next time, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye.